you're still thinking, should we have our cloud inside our business? Even if the cost might be lower and the security might be higher, there might be some other compelling reasons. Well, let's look at this question from a couple of different angles. What do you think is the most important issue on your CEO or business leader's mind? Now, of course, we don't know what that is, but we can tell from multiple surveys that IBM has done with CEOs around the world, businesses of all sizes, and over those multiple surveys, the same issue has come to the top. The one issue that compels all those CEOs is complexity. And they see their firm's ability to deal with complexity as not being sufficiently strong. They see the rate of change of complexity increasing. And they see the complexity that they have in their products and services that they need to somehow shield from their consumers. So complexity is a very important part of the decision-making background. Secondly, a value chain. So a value chain describes the activities, primary and support activities that go towards making up your product or service, creating value for your customers. It is incumbent upon your management, and that's what they do all the time, to examine every link in that chain to understand, is there a better way of doing this? Can we rearrange it? IT for most firms is a support activity, not a primary one. And if it's a support activity, is there an alternative way of doing something that will create more value or have lower costs or greater flexibility? So that's another dimension in which this decision needs to be considered. Thirdly, core competencies. So core competencies are those skills that your firm must have, and there are only 3 or 4 of them. If you think you've got 10 core competencies, then we need to redefine what that understanding is, because it's a couple of them that create that unique value that you must have dominance in to remain competitive in the marketplace. And so you ask the question whether running an internal cloud is one of those core competencies that the firm must have to be successful. Let's consider a very relatively simple network diagram, and we want to build an internal cloud. So it looks a little bit like this. What's actually changed? Well, costs have gone up because we've added more skill and more requirements to create this cloud. Have we increased our flexibility? Have we turned our semi-fixed costs into variable cost? Have we got rid of the complexity? So you still need lots of skill to actually run this. So we've actually really just changed the word from normal internal IT to a cloud. An external cloud provider extracts all of that complexity and delivers back simplicity at a per-use basis. When we're talking about external clouds, it's important to recognize that you can have a private cloud, and these terms often get misunderstood, but you can have a private sector within an external cloud that is completely secure for that organization. And then other services such as hosted email would be shared for benefits of scale.